Before we do that, I quickly want to remind you that today's theme is about resilient. And as we know, resilient is the capacity to withstand and recover quickly. So we have recovered quickly. We had many changes that happened, and our Madam VPE managed to recover to show us the resilience. And I've got few jokes about resilience. I'm going to read the first one. Resilient is like a rubber band. It gets stretched, pulled, and sometimes even snapped, but it always snaps back eventually, and sometimes with a little bit of extra stretch. So if you pull the rubber band, you know it will come back, and when it comes back, yes, it won't be nice. As we ask our evaluator to please tell us what is it that we will be evaluating, and give us the time for Peter's speech.
Peter is going to talk about the purpose of this project is for the member to understand the types of persuasive speeches and deliver a persuasive speech at a club meeting. He will deliver a well-organized persuasive speech. It is going to appeal to emotions, ethics, or logic. It can be humorous, informational, and it can be a report. And it's 5 to 7 minutes.
Our time is 5 to 7 minutes. Have you arranged with him how you're going to time him, or are you okay with? Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome Pieter Roos with the title speech, Come With Me If You Want to Live. Come with me if you want to live, Pieter Roos.
Tonight I'll be challenging your resilience. I'll strive not to leave you with too much strife, but I can't promise to do that. Because this is a serious topic. Your survival depends on it. Now, if you're a Gen Xer like I am, you would have grown up with Terminator movies. I quite enjoy them. I like those cliches. Come with me if you want to live. I'll be back. Hasta la vista, baby. So you know what I'm talking about. The people close to the Gen X side. Luca might not, but the older people might be able to identify with that. As I was trained as a programmer years ago with Stefan, I was taught that there's a pyramid in our world that you call the DIKW pyramid. So if you can picture it, at the bottom says data, so there's lots of that stuff, like old morass, distilled into information, like the moonshine, the hillbillies make, which then bubbles up into knowledge, which you impart to people, and which people used to buy in large amounts. And then at the top of the mountain there was a wise man, wise woman, old witch, old wizard who sat there and imparted knowledge. That was called wisdom or insight. So when I started my career, I pride myself in being able to extract vast amounts of data. I could get the stuff, I could share it, and I could drown in it. But I saw that very few people survived. So I started feeding them information. And eventually I became a management consultant, and I was selling knowledge, purveyor of knowledge. But these days I've realized that that age is over. The age of the knowledge sharing, the age of people memorizing stuff, the age of being empowered if you have knowledge is over, because everybody's got knowledge. You've got Grok, you've got Claude, you've got ChatGPT, Copilot, you know, every week there's another one. DeepSeek, if you really want old stuff that got you here, I've got bad news. Because the winds of change have swept our planet. The rise of technology is automating jobs faster than doing it. So if you're an accountant, you need to be worried. If you're an auditor, you need to be worried. If you're a programmer, you might need to be worried, as if you're a lawyer. Because if you are doing nothing to acquire new skills, and if you are doing nothing to let your children acquire new skills, you will find yourself in trouble before long. And I'm not just trying to spook you. This is reality. This is happening in real time. So what can you do? You need to take stock of where you are. What do I know? I've got a degree in chemistry. Okay, what does it mean? If I ask ChatGPT what a particular compound is, or what happens if I put two things together, I get an answer back in 5 seconds, and I can cross-check it with Dr. Claude and a couple of other guys to see who's lying. What am I teaching my kids? How am I differentiating my kids? What am I doing for them to prepare them for the new world, where the jobs exist, where the jobs that they will do don't exist at the moment? How will they be prepared for that? And are we merely training them to standard pattern where the next kid will be able to do the same? If you're doing a job, I'm not trying to scare you here, but unfortunately it might leave you with a bit of strife. If you're doing a job that 100 million other people are doing, it will not exist in 5 years' time. If you're doing a job that 10,000 people are doing, chances are there will be fewer of you in 3 years' time doing the same job. So you need to think long and hard about where you are in life. I can see Stefan nodding there. But I hear some murmurings. Oh, we've heard about this stuff, it's not too bad. Amazon's going to take over the world, and Bill Gates, he's part of the Illuminati. He would have taken over the world 15 years ago. Everybody's saying this stuff. Yeah. These bad people. Huh? No, it's not going to happen. But do you know what a tsunami is? You get that earthquake underneath the sea, and it goes quiet, and everybody is happy, and the water pulls back, and suddenly it comes back and smashes the beautiful seaside homes, and the yachts, and the people. It's slow and it's quiet, then it comes in, and takes you. So I want you to imagine this tonight, with that image of the tsunami in your mind. If I'm the weather forecaster, I'm telling you that there's bad weather underway. I'm telling you that what got you here will not get you here. So think about being in that seaside resort. This is now the time to get to the high ground. Because poof, it's all over. Take stock of where you are, look at the new skills you're learning, look at how your children are differentiating themselves from the kids next door, the other kids. They can't just be the same. And I want you to wake up to the bells tolling around you. Because by the time Quasimodo stops ringing, you'll hear the knock on your door, and that might be the Terminator machine. So pack your zombie, stack your zombie pack with your shotgun and your bongo, and your hand grenades, and get out of your current comfort zone. I can agree with Elon Musk on one thing. It is that the world is awash with free possibilities to learn, to reskill yourself. So if you're watching Netflix tonight, you're lazing, loafing about, then you're burning your own time, you're wasting your own time. Take up those free courses, take up the free skill building that's available, that's at your disposal, and start being different from the guy next door, or the woman next door, and the kids next door. The bells are tolling. Come with me if you want to learn.